Okay, so let's begin with the first question. Okay, so tell us about your business and how it started. Such.
So my business is a home bakery, and I started it 5 years ago when I was just 12. I had just started cooking quite a bit, so my parents gave me the idea of sharing what I make with others, and yeah, that's how I made my page on Facebook at first, and I clicked pictures of what I make just from my phone and I uploaded them.
Okay, so what was the motive or inspiration behind your endeavor as such? Like, what was the exact motive?
Yeah, so this started with a chocolate cake that my mother used to bake in her microwave, and I used to find that very fascinating. So I used to help her when I was young. Then as I grew older, I asked her if I could make it on my own, and I literally wherever I went, I took a cake and I took that cake with me and I went, and slowly and gradually I started trying out other stuff. I started using eggs, and that's what motivated.
Okay. So what were the setbacks you faced initially, like when you just started out with your business?
I didn't really face too many setbacks, as you could call them, but I didn't have that much. I didn't really know about how to go about the whole, posting on social media and how to attract customers. So I was just 12. I just saw a lot of people taking orders, so I took pretty bad pictures on my phone and I uploaded them on Facebook. And I didn't really have Instagram at that time, so my mom and dad's friends, they came, they liked my page, and I uploaded a lot. So those were the setbacks, that I didn't know how to target people and I didn't know how to make the food look good on camera.
Okay. So when you just started out, like what kind of responses were you getting? Did it immediately start up, or did it like...
Yeah. So the first order I got was from my relative, and it was initially only friends and mostly family, relatives from my immediate family, close family. Gradually it started, the word started to spread, and other unknown people also began to order, and that's how it began to go.
Okay, so what is your target audience like as such?
A lot of people, I don't believe it. Just because the thing looks good doesn't mean I charge really high prices. That's not what I believe in. I just believe in charging how much effort has gone into it and how much resources I've put into it. So my target audience is almost everyone, so that it's affordable and still people can get to eat new innovative stuff.
Okay.
Okay. So how do you feel how do you think your family and friends have influenced your business?
When I started, I literally only had my family and my friends, and my family, my mom and my dad, they were the ones who helped me, and my sister just, ate everything I made, so she was a taste tester, she still is. And my dad, I think, I don't really say this to him, but he is my biggest critic. I don't let him take, I don't let him have that advantage all the time, but... So they help me decide what to put on my menu and how to, and they tell me when I go wrong. So my immediate family and my relatives, they were the ones, they call for stuff for their gatherings and things like that.
Okay. How many orders do you get on a monthly average?
Started out, I used to just get them. I used to get very erratic orders, and right now during these times, it has increased because I've resorted to social media and trying to increase the number of followers so that more people get to know about it. So on a weekly basis, I get around orders for 7 cakes, because I'm still doing this all by myself and I'm just doing it from home. There's literally no other industrial setup, so that's quite a bit.
Okay, so how would you describe your journey and your growth right now?
So, my journey, like I said, I didn't have much exposure, and in the beginning, the stuff I liked in the beginning, I don't really like that stuff right now, because I've seen so many other bloggers and I've seen so many other people, so I've learned about new stuff, and there's always scope for learning and telling yourself where you're going wrong and improving on that, and always trying, experimenting and innovating. So that's what's helped me grow, and I still feel like I have a lot to achieve.
Okay. So are there any financial aspects to your business, and how do you manage them?
As of now, it's just as of now, I'm not doing this for a money making thing, because I'm doing it because I'm pursuing my passion. All that's there to it is just the costing of the ingredients, which is very important because I need to separate my profit from that. And my mother and my father, mostly my mother, she helps me with that. She helps me calling for the stuff and pricing and everything, so that so that it's fixed price and it's not too much or it's not too less.
Okay, so what are the immediate goals you want to achieve in the following year?
The goals are to introduce more stuff into my menu, and this is going to be tough because it's my board year. I'm in class 12, so it's going to be tough. But I do find ways to balance my time on weekends, and right now we don't really have anywhere to go. So I'm at night. I always do my research at night because that's the most quiet time for me, and I can really think at that time. And during the daytime, I experiment so that I can introduce stuff.
Okay.
Okay. How do you think this pandemic has affected your business?
So when the lockdown and everything was announced, I had to, for the time being, not take any orders because stuff was getting serious, and I didn't want to be responsible for I didn't want to be responsible for harming someone's health or stuff like that. But then as I saw gradually stuff kept opening up, and I also came across many people who were delivering, and I don't deliver, but that's besides the point. I decided to get back, and slowly as ingredients started being available easily, I started taking orders for everything. And I think the best part about the pandemic is that I got time to design my menu. And as I sent the menu to literally everyone I knew, I got a very good response from that. So actually now it's affecting my business really well. I'm getting an order for almost every day.
So you got mostly positive feedback from this pandemic. It's been a way that you've been able to overcome some obstacles, and you've been able to.
Yes. And I feel like it's worse for bigger businesses whose livelihoods depend on it. Mine doesn't as of now. But so I feel like everyone should support all businesses, considering the fact whether or not they're good and they deserve it. Yeah, that's what I would say.
Okay.
Okay.
So what?
So have you ever had to? I'll start. So have you ever had to adapt according to customer preferences? Have you ever had to change your menu or ingredients or something like that?
So I haven't really got too many requests for that because people know I'm savoury. This was I started when I was 12, right? So I was 13, 14, and people didn't really ask for that much because they just took whatever they got. And if they did ask, I used to just be like, nahi hoga auntie, I can't do it. So then right now, as I feel like I'm growing up, I feel like I should adapt, and that was a wrong approach, but now I'm trying to figure that out. And a lot of people ask for eggless stuff and sugar free, vegan, raw stuff. So I'm doing my research on that. I've been doing that since the past week because I've got a lot of requests for eggless stuff, and that's what I'm focusing on right now.
Okay. So what social issue do you feel very strongly about as such?
Which does it affect my business in some way, or
maybe any social issue that you feel very strongly about right now?
It doesn't have to be related to your
business.
Anything going on in the world.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know if people will. It's a very sensitive topic, but everyone knows about the death of George Floyd right now, and I honestly, this is out of nowhere, but I just feel like skin, and this is nothing to do with caste, but this is skin color, right? So I just feel like I'm actually going to give an example. I saw a post which had 3 eggs in it. One was a white egg, one was a brown egg, and one was a really dark brown egg. And when all were cracked open and cooked on a pan, they were all the same color. So what the message was in that post was that inside we're all the same, but we might look different, but we're all the same on the inside.
Yeah. So is there some social issue that you are connected to your business that you very strongly feel about as such?
No, I haven't had any such experience as of now, which has affected my business.
Okay.
Okay, so we noticed that you have more sweet products than savory products. So why is that?
That is, I started out with both things, savory and dessert. As I went along, I realized that I can cook savory. I have been cooking savory at home, but it's not my strongest point, which is why I'm taking this time to learn more about it, because I can't survive on desserts and I don't have a sweet tooth, which is the irony in the whole situation. So I stopped taking orders for savory things because I didn't have any head or tail about quantity, how much quantity I have to sell, and sometimes stuff would go wrong and sometimes stuff would go right. I can't risk that in my business, so that's why I dropped the entire thing. And I wrote a post where I explained how I feel like desserts and pastry is my forte. That's it.
So where do you see yourself and your business in the future?
As of now, I have like 1 year, hopefully not more, in Calcutta. Then after that, I plan on going to pastry school, which my dream college is Le Cordon Bleu, London or Paris. Let's see where I get in. I feel like London is better because there's no language barrier there. And I would like to study my pastry diploma and do my culinary management course over there, come back, make my business bigger, better, and actually
Take it to
recruit
the next level.
so that I can target a bigger audience.
So just to add on to that question, like you just said that you work as a non-profit, like minimum profit as such right now.
No, not minimum profit or non-profit. I do have a profit. It's just that it's not like, I need a certain amount of orders in a week to survive. That's not my goal.
Okay. So what is the most important thing this endeavor has taught you?
Sorry?
Most important thing this endeavor has taught you?
Okay, so the most important thing it's taught me is being patient. So patience starts from everything, like baking a cake, waiting for the cake to cool down, and handling customers, what kind of orders they want. Literally, I have customers who will order in the morning and then they'll confirm at night and they want it the next day. So that's not possible. And then they think you're being rude to them by not giving the order just because you're 17 and you're doing it from home and you're the only one. So I feel like you have to be patient and not lose your cool and ruin your reputation in the process. Of course, I don't believe in the saying treat your customer like God, because it's not always true. You have to serve your customer well, but if for the right reason you think they're being unreasonable, then you have to fight for what you think is right. But you can't always succumb to anything which you haven't done wrong, to accept anything which you haven't done wrong.
Okay. So have you received any criticism from your customers as such?
I consider it to be constructive criticism, because that's how I'm given a chance to improve and not let the same mistake happen with 10 other people. So I'm fortunate enough to have people who actually come and tell me that, there was too much sugar in this, or this was not that, anything which doesn't suit them, they tell me and I work upon it, and I actually try to, just make a small piece. That's how I take criticism and work upon it.
Right. So just to add on to that question, so is there like some way you make up to your customers who complain to you as such, criticize you?
I don't have I don't really give a free cake, but I do offer, because I do a trial again for that particular cake, and I do offer giving a portion of it so that they can taste it again and see whether it's okay, completely free of cost. They don't have to pay for it, because obviously, and right now that's really not what I'm doing, because unless people order stuff, I'm not going to go and give it because of the pandemic and everything. But otherwise, I've always tried to do that.
Okay, that's great.
Okay, what are the greatest obstacles you faced because of your age? Like, do people underestimate you or try to brush away your concerns, something like that?
So actually, I've been fortunate enough to have people who actually encourage me because of my age, but I have I have had some pretty peculiar responses as to when people want to order, like suppose my mother got a message from a woman saying that she wants to order a cake from me, and she had some like really big fancy requests which I couldn't do back then. I don't know. So my mom was like, she's just, she's 15 and she can't really modify her stuff that much. So the woman was like, oh, how sweet, and then she just like put the phone down. So I was like, okay, that's fine. So I didn't really mind. If I was in her place, I would have thought twice before ordering to a 15-year-old. So I don't really blame her.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so how do you deal with customers who want to bargain or haggle over prices?
Yeah, this happened like recently with a woman who she gave me a budget, and she wanted a particular cake. I'm not going to name anyone obviously, but she told me what cake she wanted, and I offered her whatever prices I had and whatever sizes and prices I had, and she was like, I can't and she was like, this cake isn't for me, this is for someone else, and I can't pay this much. So I was like, then I would ask you to consider someone else, because you won't go to any other, suppose you're buying clothes or food or from a restaurant anyway. I'm not comparing my level to the level of some other bigger restaurant, but you won't haggle with them, right? If you go to a restaurant, you can't just be like, I can't pay $300 for a dish, I want it for like half the price. So I tried telling her that, I can't do that. And and she was like, she called me up and she was like, I've literally ordered all my cakes from you this lockdown. So I don't think that's an excuse for her to haggle and get a lower price for the fourth or fifth cake she orders.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not forcing her, I'm not telling her that you have to order from me or this is, and I tried explaining to them, because different chefs use different ingredients. Of course, I don't use extremely premium quality stuff because I don't feel like it's justified for me to charge extremely high prices right now. So I tried explaining it to her, and she did kind of understand, and she ordered the cake. There's nothing
Okay,
more.
so just to add on to this question, have you ever had some customer who's cancelled their order because of a bargain or a haggle?
Not that I remember. The only problem has been distance for them, because I don't deliver, they have to pick it up. So they've always cancelled because of the distance, but I've never except this problem, I've never had a problem with money.
Okay, so how have you grown as a person due to this endeavor over the years?
I feel like anyone who undertakes such an endeavor is likely to become extremely independent at this age. And I feel like I'm fortunate enough. Not everyone has this opportunity to explore what they want to do at such a young age. But I'm happy I got the opportunity. I knew what I wanted to do, and I'm glad my parents let me go along with it, and they helped me about it. Because as I realized, as I went along, I realized that not many parents would invest this much time into their child's business, because they have so much of their own work to do. But I have nice parents who help me with the smallest of things. So I've become independent. I've learned how to understand what's new, what problems people face, and stuff like that.
Okay, so just one question. Like, I've heard you talking about cakes and cakes. So, is there any other street product that you particularly make?
Yeah, I just spoke about cakes as a general type. I make cakes, I make tarts, and I'm trying out other stuff which has got to do with pastry, not just cakes, but it's pastry in general. So I just use the word cakes like that.
Okay. So my final question from my side. So have you ever received any kind of recognition for this business?
Yes. 2 years back, I had there was this kind of a summit called the Kidopreneur Summit, and I was invited to a panel discussion, and they gave like a certificate and stuff like that, where entrepreneurs from all over India came, and they all got recognized by the people there. It was good exposure. And another thing was when this year there's this organization called Cube Kids, where they called me to give a short speech for some young entrepreneurs, like even younger than me. So that was pretty good.
Okay, so I have another question. What do you think is what was the toughest item on your menu for you to make?
My current menu is like I've altered it because of what's available at such times and all. But I don't think the toughest thing I've made till now are eclairs, because I feel like French pastry is so concise and so much. You need to put in so much time and effort and ingredients. You really can't complain, and you can't just be like, oh, I just left them in the oven for 5 seconds longer, because either they burn or they're undercooked. So I feel like French pastry is what I want to specialize in. That's why I'm going to Le Cordon Bleu. Other than CIA and international, I don't know, I forgot the full name. So it's called ICE in America. So I feel like Europe has a better exposure for all kinds of French pastry and more precise stuff.
Okay. And like a quick question, 3 absolute essentials you think any baker should have?
Yeah, so ingredients and equipment wise, I feel like you always need to have more than one spatula. You need to have like three to four, depending on how your business is, but one spatula is never enough. You need to have your whisks, your knives, your tins. Your cake tins need to be like a proper shape. They can't be battered, they can't be broken. They need to all be the same shape, because you're promising something to a customer, and you can't just be like, I didn't have the shape and I can't give you this cake. Either you just say no, I can't do it, or you just be like, I can't give it to you today, I'll give it to you some other day. So your cakes, your tins, your other equipment, and for your ingredients, I feel like you should have eggs if you're into baking with eggs, and butter, like tons of butter, sugar. I have 8 kgs of it, I think, at home. It's insane. And cocoa powder.
So what is the smallest time interval in which you have made a cake as such?
Smallest time interval. So I get, like, if I get an order on the same day, I have to literally get up, call for the stuff, and make it immediately, and put it in the freezer for it to cool down and stuff like that. So that's not been a problem, because I tend to not keep too many complex things on my menu. That makes it easy for me to make it on a short notice.
Okay, has it ever been hard for you to manage school and your business simultaneously?
I have felt stressed and I have lost sleep over it, but I've never had to compromise on anything, because I fortunately known where to stop. Suppose I have like a lot of orders, and I have school like the next year, maybe the day after. If someone else happens to order, I just tell them that I can't do it, and they're pretty understanding, because they know I'm in school, and there are times when I literally can't take orders during exams and tests. So I tell them that I have exams going on, I can't take your order right now. And they're very understanding, and they're ready to shift the date or just accommodate and adjust.
Okay.
So just to wrap it up, so any advices you would like to give the young bakers who might be listening to this conversation?
Yeah, not only to young bakers, to any young entrepreneur, I feel I should give the advice is that first you should know what product you're selling, you should know it well, you should know how to sell it, and the first thing on your agenda should not be money. Of course, money does come into the picture later, but if you go in with the thirst of just getting money out of it, regardless of what you sell, then the business won't last long. So you need to ensure the quality, how, and your approach. Like, there has to be a personal touch to it, I feel, because we're humans at the end. So you need to your small gestures and stuff like that, and then so that it's justified whatever you're charging for your product, and however much effort you're putting in, people are ready to give that, and people are ready to take your stuff and appreciate it and spread the word.
Okay, so I think that's it for today. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys, because this was very interesting, and this was good exposure for me, and I wish you guys all the best with your vlog.
Thank
We
you.
wish you the same. It's been really nice talking to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.